ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. Very good morning to all of you. I welcome you all for the second session of health and fitness class. Myself, Dr. Shivram Reddy, Director of Physical Education, BMS College of Engineering, Bangalore. I hope already you started practicing the Surya Namaskar, what you learned in the previous class. And also, I wanted to convey you all that if you have money, yes, you can buy anything. Whereas, you can't purchase or buy the health, fitness, and experience. Experience is through practice or whatever. You have the practical experience, then only yes you can. And also health, fitness, everything, all the three aspects you need to earn through practicing. And also you need to put effort from your end. That's why somewhere you need to involve and dedicate yourself to gain your fitness and health. If you are healthy, yes, you can think better, you can do better, and also you can reach your goal easily. If you are healthy, your environment also will be healthy. If you are unhealthy, definitely even your friends also will not enter into your arena. That's why entering to the routine activities, that is physical activities, yoga, meditation, then definitely your health will change and some changes will be there in your focused mind. Yes, I hope that whatever you have learned through the previous class, already you have started, and practicing is key practice. And also there are many changes will be there in the asanas, that is Surya Namaskar. Whatever you have learned, 12 poses, there some little bit variations will be there between the tutors or yogis, is that and all always will be there. Whatever you have learned through the previous class, please follow that and keep continuing. Then definitely you can gain fitness and also the good health. Now we have the demo again. If you have any doubts on Surya Namaskar, definitely carefully you can follow it up and rectify the doubts. Then you can practice regularly. Dear student friends, yes, now we have the demo. Please carefully follow it and you can do the same on your own. As I said, while performing the Surya Namaskar, for every asanas you need to chant the mantra. That will be very effective always. It's just one by one I'll chant before starting the poses. First one is Pranamasana. Om Mitraya Namaha. Then Hasta Uttanasana. Om Ravaye Namaha. Then Hasta Padasana. Om Suryaya Namaha. Then Ekapadasana. Om Bhanave Namaha. Fifth one, Chiduranga Dandasana. Om Khagaya Namaha. Sixth one, Ashtanga Namaskara. Om Pushni Namaha. Seventh one, Bhujangasana. Om Hiranyagarbhaya Namaha. Eighth one, Adhomukha Svanasana. Om Marichaya Namaha. Ninth one, Eka Padasana. Om Adithyaya Namaha. Tenth one, Hasta Padasana. Om Savitri Namaha. The 11th one, Hasta Uttanasana. Om Arkaya Namaha. The last one, 12th, Pranamasana. Om Bhaskaraya Namaha. The same way you can follow whenever you wanted to perform the Surya Namaskar. As I said earlier, that is not Om, that is Om, A-U-M, that is Akara, Ukara, Makara. That includes. Please follow carefully and you can practice regularly. Yes, today we have the pranayama. In the yesterday class, what you learned, keep practice at your home, and then through Surya Namaskar, if you are performing 12 repetitions, yes, definitely you can gain good health and also fitness. Now we have pranayama. Pranayama technique that involves various ways of controlling the breathing. The pranayama technique that involves various ways of controlling the breathing. It is the practice of breath control in yoga. It is the practice of breath control in yoga. In modern yoga as exercise, it consists of synchronizing the breath with movements between asanas. Synchronizing the breath with movements between asanas. Usually, pranayama practiced after asanas, always. The emphasis while breathing may be more on inhalation, on exhalation, or on stillness. Breathing may be more on inhalation, on exhalation, or on stillness. It may be on space entering the body and on the number of counts in each flow. There may be inflow and outflow. Whether the flow may be short or long. Pranayama refers to breathing exercise which clear the physical and emotional obstacles. Which clear the physical and emotional obstacles in our body. To free the breath and the flow of prana. To free the breath and the flow of prana. That is life energy. That is life energy. Regular and sustained practice of pranayama can supercharge. Regular and sustained practice of pranayama can supercharge your whole body. The regular practice of breathing exercise can completely change the quality of life, can completely change the quality of life that one is leading. And then comparatively, you have more and plenty benefits from pranayama. If you are performing and practicing regularly, definitely you will be getting so many benefits from pranayama. That too, it will enhance your lungs capacity. It will enhance your lungs capacity and also improves your respiratory system. For present situation, we required the healthy lungs and also respiratory system. To see, pranayama always helps to enhance your lungs capacity and also improves your respiratory system. That too, during this situation, that is most important. If you are performing pranayama regularly, definitely your immunity system will improve. That's why I request you all that please follow carefully. We have the demo also, and also practice regularly. The benefits of pranayama is, if you are performing pranayama regularly, it increases and enhances the quantity and quality of prana. It increases and enhances the quantity and quality of prana, thereby increasing our energy levels. Increasing our energy levels. It clears blocked nadis and chakras. It clears blocked nadis and chakras. It makes you energetic, enthusiastic, calm and positive. Mostly you have seen the people who are all performing yoga, meditation and pranayama, always will be calm. they'll not be getting angry. That's why the benefits of pranayama is many more, many more. And it brings harmony between the body. And it brings harmony between the body, mind, and spirit. Makes one physically, mentally, and spiritually strong. It brings harmony between the body, mind, and spirit. It make you strong physically, mentally, and spiritually. It brings clarity to the mind and good health. It brings clarity to the mind and good health to your body. These are all the benefits you'll be getting if you are performing regularly. And the breathing techniques were simple to practice and brought great relaxation to the body and mind. Breathing techniques were simple to practice and brought great relaxation to the body and mind. These breathing techniques can be practiced with easy and at any time of the day, but you should ensure that your stomach should be empty before practicing. And as I told you, there are many techniques. There are many techniques of breathing, and we have 7 major techniques of pranayama. 1. Bhramari pranayama, Kapalabhati pranayama, Bhastrika pranayama, Surya Bodhana pranayama, that is Nadi Shodhana pranayama, Ujjayi pranayama, Sheetkari pranayama, Sheetali pranayama. Bhramari, Kapalabhati, Bhastrika, Surya Bhedana, that is Nadi Shodhana, Ujjayi, Sheetkari, and Sheetali pranayama. These are all the 7 major techniques. Each techniques will help your body to improve your immunity system. And now we have the demo. Today we can learn 3 techniques. First one is Bhramari pranayama. Bhramari is a Sanskrit term which derives its name from bhi, as exhalation sound produced in this pranayama resembles the humming sound of a bee. Bee as exhalation sound produced in this pranayama resembles the humming sound, that is like that. Okay. Sit in any comfortable posture. Sit in any comfortable posture. Keep your spine comfortably erect. Keep your spine comfortably erect. Close the eyes. Close the eyes with index finger, mouth with ring and small fingers. Mouth with ring and small fingers, and ears from thumb fingers, and ears from thumb fingers. This is also called Shanmukhi Mudra. This is also called Shanmukhi Mudra. Inhale deeply. Inhale deeply through the nose. Exhale slowly. Through the nose, exhale slowly in a controlled manner, making a deep humming, like that. Understanding your breathing through Brahmari is the easiest way to calm your mind. Brahmari is the easiest way to calm your mind and get rid of anxiety, tension, hesitation, high blood pressure, and heart diseases. Through Brahmari, you will get rid of anxiety, tension, hesitation, high blood pressure, and heart diseases. Once again, I'll ask Mr. Shikumar to repeat the Brahmari Pranayama. Sit in any comfortable position. Keep your spine comfortably erect. Close the eyes with index finger. Close the eyes with index finger. Mouth with ring and small fingers, and ears from thumb fingers. This is also called Shenmukhi Mudra. This is also called Shenmukhi Mudra. Inhale deeply through the nose, exhale slowly in a controlled manner, making a deep humming, as I told, like that. Understanding your breathing pattern through Brahmari is the easiest way to calm your mind and get rid of anxiety, tension, hesitation, high blood pressure, and heart diseases. Yes. Relax. Now we have Kapalabhati Pranayama. Kapalabhati Pranayama. Kapalabhati is invigorating and warming. Kapalabhati is invigorating and warming. It helps to cleanse the lungs, sinuses, and respiratory system. It helps to cleanse the lungs, sinuses, and respiratory system, which can help to prevent illness and allergies. It can help to prevent illness and allergies. Regular practice strengthens the lungs and abdominal muscles. Regular practice strengthens the lungs and abdominal muscles. It is ideal to practice Kapalabhati early in the morning. It is ideal to practice Kapalabhati early in the morning on an empty stomach. Before starting Kapalabhati, you ensure that your stomach should be empty. The method to do the pranayama is just exhale. Exhale, that is breathe out. Exhale continuously for 1 to 5 minutes. Exhale continuously for 1 to 5 minutes, and it is called Kapalabhati Pranayama. Do it slowly. Do it slowly. One stroke in 1 second. One stroke in 1 second. Not too fast and not too slow. Yeah, once again, I'll explain. Please follow carefully. Accordingly, you can practice. Kapalabhati is just exhale. exhale, in the sense breathe out. Exhale continuously for 1 to 5 minutes, and it is called Kapalabhati Pranayama. Do it slowly. Do it slowly. One stroke in 1 second. Not too fast and not too slow. Continuously for 1 to 5 minutes. Continuously for 1 to 5 minutes you need to practice. Yeah, the third one is Bhastrika. Bhastrika Pranayama. Bhastrika Pranayama is the process of rapid inhalation and exhalation. Pranayama is the process of rapid inhalation and exhalation, which gives a boost to the body. Which gives a boost to the body. Sit in Padmasana pose. Sit in Padmasana pose, that is lotus pose. Take a deep breath and fill your lungs with air. Take a deep breath and fill your lungs with air and release the breath. And release the breath. Now begin practicing the technique by inhaling and exhaling with force. Practicing the technique by inhaling and exhaling with force. If you are performing regularly the Bhastrika Pranayama, good for brain oxygenation, nervous and the motor system, depression and anxiety, treating fibrosis, cough, flu, respiratory and allergy issues. If you have any breathlessness, yes, definitely it will help you to set it right and help to strengthen immunity. Always be required to improve our immunity system. If you are performing Bhastrika Pranayama, definitely you can enhance your immunity system and also the respiratory system. Yes, these are all the 3 breathing techniques which I explained, and also will share the PPT through the link. Please download, and whenever you required and whenever you wanted to perform, please go through accordingly. You can practice. With this, I'll end my session and we'll continue tomorrow another 4 techniques. Thank you.